my little friends. Welcome back to your favorite channel, Mr. Giggloo, the place where you learn better than your school. And today we are going to learn all about the digraphs, the trigraphs, the quadgraphs, and split digraphs with magic of E. So let's get started. What is a digraph? The word digraph has two parts. The first part is di, which means two, and the second part is graph, which means letters. So, digraph means two letters that make one sound. This means that when two letters come together to make a single sound, we call it a digraph. We often hear these different words while speaking or reading. Now let's learn all these digraphs with different example words. Our first digraph is S and H. As we already know, the sound of S is S and the sound of H is H. But when these two letters come together, they make one single sound, which is sh, like ship, shoes, shop. So S and H is called a digraph. Our second digraph is C and H. As you know, C makes the sound K and H makes the sound H. But when they comes together, they make one single sound Ch, like chat, cheese. Next digraph is T and H. T makes the sound T and H makes the sound H. But when they comes together, they make two type of sounds. One is hard, like thin, thumb, thick, and second one is soft, like mother, brother. Our next digraph is W and H. We already know W makes sound V and H makes the sound H. But whenever H is next to W, it makes the sound V. H becomes silent and does not make any sound, while W gives its sound V. Just like in the word wheel, veil, whistle. Our next digraph is P and H. P makes the sound P and H makes the sound H. But when they comes together, they make one single sound F. Just like in the word phone, photo, graph. Our next digraph is C and K. As we know, C makes the sound K and K also makes the sound K. But when they comes together, they also make the sound K. Just like in the word duck, neck, pack. Our next digraph is N and G. N makes the sound N and G makes the sound G. But when they comes together, they make one single sound ng. Just like in the word ring, king, long. Our next digraph is K and N. When K and N comes together, the K becomes silent and does not make any sound, while N gives its sound. Just like in the word knee, knife, knowledge. Our next digraph is W-R. W makes the sound V and R makes the sound R. But when W and R comes together, W becomes silent and does not make any sound, while R makes its sound. Just like in the word right, wrist, wrong. Our next digraph is Q and U. As we already know, Q always comes with U after it. Just like in the word queen, quiz, quick, and it makes the sound Q. Our next digraph is G and H. As we know, G makes the sound G and H makes the sound H. But when they comes together, they make one single sound, that is F. Just like in the word laugh, cuff, rough. Our next digraph is E and E. Two E makes one single sound, long E. Just like in the word tree, bee, feet. And next digraph is O and O. When they comes together, they make two sounds. One is long OO sound and one is short O sound. Just like in the word moon, spoon, or school. And short sound is like book, hook. Our next digraph is A and I. When A and I becomes together, I becomes silent and does not make any sound, while the letter A calls its name, A. Just like in the word rain, snail, paint. The next one is AY. This digraph also makes the sound A, just like in the word play, tray, day. And next one is O and A. When O and A comes together, the A becomes silent and does not make any sound, while O gives its sound, just like in the word boat, soap, road. The next one is OU. When O and U comes together, it makes a single sound, is ough. Just like in the word cloud, mouse, house. Our next digraph is OW. When O and W comes together, the letter W becomes silent and does not make any sound, while the letter O gives its sound, just like in the word snow, bow, glow. Next digraph is OR. O makes the sound O and R makes the sound R. But when these two letters come together, they make one single sound R. Just like in the word orbit, horse, fork. Next digraph is AW. A makes the sound A and W makes the sound V. But when these two letters come together, they make one sound A. Awesome, draw, yawn. Our next digraph is IR. Letter I makes the sound E and R makes the sound R. But when these two letters come together, they make one single sound R. Bird, girl, sir. Next digraph is UR. Letter U makes the sound A and R makes the sound R. But when they comes together, they makes one single sound R. Like in the word urgent, serve, turn, blur. Next digraph ER also makes the sound like in the word butter, mixer, tower, eraser. The next digraph is IE. The letter I makes the sound E and E makes the sound E. But whenever they comes together, letter I sounds its name and E becomes silent, just like in the word pie, tie. The next digraph is ough, I. When O and I comes together, they make one single sound, oi, just like in the word oil, coin, boil. The next digraph O and Y also make the sound oi, like in the word toy, boy, joy. The next digraph is UE. When these two letters comes together, they make one single sound, ough, just like in the word blue, glue, Q. Our last digraph is E and A. When E and A comes together, A becomes silent and does not make any sound, while the letter E calls its name, just like in the word leaf, beach, read. Game time! Match the picture to the digraph. There are three pictures: chair, phone, and cloud. And digraphs are OUCH, PH. CH makes the sound sh, PH makes the sound f, and OU makes the sound ow. Can you match it now? Yes, CH, chair. Great job. PH, f. Can you match it now? Phone. Great job! OU, cloud. Guess the word. DUCK. What is it? That's right! Duck. SHIP. What is it? It's ship. KNIFE. What is the word? It's knife. That's great. PLAY. Play. That's good. This was digraphs. Two letters make one sound is called digraph. And now we are going to start learning the trigraphs. So let's get started. What is a trigraph? The word trigraph has two parts. The first part is tri, which means three. And the second part is graph, which means letter. As we learned in our previous video about digraphs, where two letters come together to make one sound. Same like that, when a group of three letters come together to make one single sound, it is called a trigraph. Now, let's learn the most common trigraphs in English with example words. The first trigraph is D, G, E. As we know, the letter D makes the sound D. The letter G makes the sound G. And the letter E makes the sound E. But when these three letters D, G, E come together, they make one single sound J. J. For example, in the word badge, bridge, fridge. The next trigraph is T, C, H. As we know, the letter T makes the sound T, and the letter C makes the sound K, and the letter H makes the sound H. But when these three letters T, C, and H come together, they make one single sound, Ch, Ch. For example, in the word catch, match, watch. The next trigraph is I, G, H. We already know the sound of letter I is E, and the letter G makes the sound G, and the letter H makes the sound H. But when these three letters I, G, H come together, they make one single long I sound, I, just like in the word light, fight, night. The next trigraph is E, A, U. We already know the letter E makes the sound E. The letter A also makes the sound E, and the letter U makes the sound A. But when these three friends come together, they make one single sound, U. For example, in the word beautiful. The next trigraph is S, C, H. The letter S makes the sound S, and the letter C makes the sound K. Letter H makes the sound H. But when these three friends come together, mostly they make one single sound, sk, sk. Just like in the word school, scholarship, scheme. And sometimes they make the sound sh. For example, in the word schedule. But in the English of England, we call it schedule. The next trigraph is I, O, U. We already know the letter I makes the sound A, O makes the sound O, and the letter U makes the sound A. But when these three letters I, O, U come together, they make one single sound A, just like in the word curious, delicious, serious. Our next trigraph is O, U. S, O makes the sound O. The letter U makes the sound A. The letter S makes the sound S. They also make one single sound, S. For example, in the word jealous, dangerous, nervous. The next trigraph is A, I, R. A makes the sound E, I makes the sound E, and R makes the sound R. But when these three letters come together, they make one single sound, air. For example, in the word chair, repair, steer. The next trigraph is A, R, E. The letter A makes the sound E, R makes the sound R, and E makes the sound E. But when these three letters come together, they also make the sound air. For example, in the word care, share, scare. Our last trigraph is I, R, E. We already know the letter I makes the sound A and the letter R makes the sound R. The letter E makes the sound E. But when these three friends come together, they make one single sound, IR. For example, in the word fire, tire, empire. Learning trigraph was so much fun. Game 1. Guess the word. See an object, listen the word and guess the trigraph. Delicious. Guess the trigraph in the word delicious. Yes, IOU is trigraph in this word. Fight. Guess the trigraph in the word fight. Yes, IGH is trigraph. Repair. Guess the trigraph in the word. Yes, it's correct. AIR is the trigraph in the word. Badge. Can you guess the trigraph in the word? Yes, D, G, and E is trigraph. Catch. Can you guess what is trigraph in the word catch? Yes, T, C, and H is trigraph. Game 2. Match the word. Match the trigraph with the picture and word. The trigraphs we have T, C, H, D, G, E, E, A, U. And the words and pictures are match, bridge, beautiful. Now can you match the word with trigraph? Yes, TCH is trigraph in the word match. Now 2 left only. Can you match? Yes, DGE is a trigraph in the word bridge. That's good. EAU is a trigraph in the word beautiful. That was so much fun. 3 letters make one sound is called trigraph. This was so much fun. And now we are going to learn about something extra. The quadgraphs with 4 letters make one sound. So let's get started. What is a quadgraph? A quadgraph is like a letter puzzle. The word quadgraph has 2 parts. The first part is quad, which means 4. And the second part is graph, which means letter. Just like we learned in the previous video about digraphs, where 2 letters come together to make one sound. And trigraphs, where 3 letters make one sound. Same like that, when 4 letters come together to make one sound, it's called quadgraph. That means 4 letters, 1 sound. So a quadgraph has 4 letters, but when you read it, they make just 1 sound. Isn't that amazing? The first quadgraph is OUGH. We already know the sound of O is O, and the sound of U is A. G says G. The sound of H is H. But when these four letters come together, they make one small sound, but it has three versions. In the first version, U, G, and H become silent, and O calls its name, just like in the word thought, bought, dough. In the second version of this quadgraph, O, G, and H also become silent, and U makes the sound ough, just like in the word through the window. Thief is sneaking through the window. And the third version of this quadgraph is a little bit tricky. It makes the sound f, just like the sound of letter F, f. For example, in the word cuff, rough, tough, enough. The second quadgraph is E, I, G, H. E makes the sound E, I makes the sound E, and G makes the sound G. H sounds H. But when these four letters come together, I, G, and H become silent, and E says A, just like in the word eight, wait, neighbor. Next quadgraph is A, U, G, H. The letter A makes the sound eh, U makes the sound G makes the sound g, H sound h. But when these four letters come together, U, G, and H become silent, and A says oh, just like in the word daughter, naughty, slaughter. Our next quadgraph is T-I-O-N. The letter T makes the sound T. I sounds E. O sounds and N makes the sound N. But when the group of these four letters come together, they make one sound, shin. For example, in the word celebration, vacation, station. The next quadgraph is S-I-O-N. Letter S makes the sound S, I makes E, and O makes the sound O, and N makes the sound N. But when these four letters come together, they make two types of sounds. The first version is yan. For example, in the word television, vision, occasion, explosion. And in the second version, it makes the sound shun. For example, in the word mission, extension, fashion. The next quadgraph is T-U-R-E. T makes the sound T, U sounds R sounds R, and E sounds E. But when the group of these four letters come together, they make one sound, chur. For example, in the word picture, adventure, future, nature. The next quadgraph is CIAL. C makes the sound K, I sounds E, A sounds E, and L sounds L. But when these four letters come together, they make one sound, shell. For example, in the word social, commercial, special. Our last quadgraph is SURE. S makes the sound S, U makes A, R makes R, and E makes E. But when these four letters come together, they make one sound, YR. For example, in the word measure, pleasure, treasure. Game 1. Match the quadgraph. Enough. And the options are OUGH, TURE, CIAL. Do you know which quadgraph is in this word? It's OUGH. Enough. The next word is fashion, and the options are TION, OUGH, SION. Can you match the quadgraph? You are right. It's SION. Fashion. Match the next quadgraph, celebration, and the options are SURE, TION, CIAL. Now you match the quadgraph with word. Yes, the correct answer is TION. Celebration, slaughter, and the options are OUGH, EIGH, and AUGH. Now you match the quadgraph with the word. Yes, the correct one is AUGH. Game 2. Finish the word. You call the missing quadgraph in the word. Adventure, adventure. Explore, explosion. Extend, extension. Vacation. Fashion. Occasion. Commercial. Awesome job! We have learned the digraphs, the trigraphs, and quadgraphs. Now we are going to learn about split digraph or the magic of E. So let's go and see the magic of E. What is a split digraph? When a vowel and the letter E work together to make a long vowel sound is called a split digraph. It is also known as MagicE. But they are split by a consonant in the middle. That's why we call it a split digraph. The E is silent, but it gives power to the vowel to say its name. And you will notice that almost every word with a split digraph has the letter E at the end. For example, the word cap become cape. MagicE. C-A-P. It has a short vowel sound. Cap. Now watch what happens when MagicE appears at the end of the word. C-A-P-E. Cape. The MagicE didn't say anything, but it gave the A power to say A, cape. Tap. A in word tap is short vowel sound, but if we add E at the end of the word, A will become long vowel sound and it says tape. Tape. Mad. If we add E at the end of the word mad, short vowel mad will become long vowel A. Made. Made. Can. It's short vowel sound, but if we add E at the end of the word can, it will be long vowel sound A. Can will become cane. Cane. Man. It's a short vowel sound, and if we add E at the end of the word man, it will be long vowel sound and it will say mane. Can you say mane? Pet. It's a short vowel sound, and if we add E at the end of the word pet, this short vowel sound will become long vowel sound and E will say its name. Pete. Say Pete. Kit. It's short vowel sound. It's so quick. And if we add the letter E at the end of the word kit, it will become long vowel sound and I will say its name. Kite. Kite. Hop. It's a short vowel sound, but if we add E at the end of the word, short vowel O will become long vowel O and say its name hope. Say hope. Cub. It's a short vowel sound, and if we add E at the end of the word, short vowel U will become long vowel sound and say its name cube. Say cube. Tub. It's a short vowel sound, but if we add letter E at the end of the word, short vowel U will become long vowel sound and say its name tube. Tube. Cut. It's short vowel sound, and if we add E at the end of the word cut, it will be long vowel sound and say its name cute. Cute. Hug. It's also a short vowel sound, and if we add E at the end of the word, it will say huge. It will turn into long vowel sound. Huge. Us. It's short vowel sound, and if we add E at the end of the word us, it will become long vowel sound and word will turn into use. Use. A-E split digraphs. When A and E are split by a consonant, A say its name. A. Cake. K-A-K. Cake. Can you say the word with me? Cake. Lake. L-A-K. Lake. You also say lake. Snake. S-N-A-K-E. A K. Snake. Can you say the word snake? Gate. G A T. Gate. Say the word gate. Name. N A M. Name. Say the word name. Plane. P L A N. Plane. Can you say the word with me? Plane. Tape. T A P. Tape. You also say the word tape. Great job. Now let's move on. Bake. B A K. Bake. You also say bake. Date. D A T. Date. Can you read date? Vase. V A S. Vase. Say the word vase. E and E split digraphs. The vowel E and silent E make a long E sound. Theme. Th E M. Theme. Can you say with me? Theme. Scene. S E N. Scene. Can you say scene? Eve. E V. Eve. Repeat after me. Eve. Jean. J E N. Jean. Say Jean. Delete. D L E T. Delete. Can you say with me? Delete. Complete. K M P L E T. Complete. Say the word complete. Even. E V N. Even. Say even. Extreme. X T R E M. Extreme. Say extreme. Athlete. Th L E T. Athlete. Can you say with me? Athlete. I and E split digraphs. The letter I gets help from silent E to say I. Kite. K I T. Kite. Say kite. Bike. B I K. Bike. Can you say with me? Bike. Smile. S M I L. Smile. Say smile. slide. S L I D. Slide. Say slide. Time. T I M. Time. You also say time. Prize. P R I Z. Prize. Say prize. Line. L I N. Line. You also say line. Wow, amazing! Pipe. P I P. Pipe. Can you say with me? Pipe. Five. F I V. Five. Say five. Dive. D I V. Dive. You also say dive. Wow, that's amazing! O and E split digraphs. With a magic E, the O say its name O. Rope. R O P. Rope. Say rope. Nose. N O Z. Nose. Say after me. Nose. Rose. R O Z. Rose. Can you say the word? Rose. Cone. K O N. Cone. Say cone. Home. H O M. Home. Can you say the word? Home. That's great. Phone. F O N. Phone. You also say phone. Stone. S T O N. Stone. Say stone. Note. N O T. Note. Can you say note? Joke. J O K. Joke. You also smile and say joke. Hope. H O P. Hope. Can you say the word hope? Learning split digraph is so fun. U and E split digraphs. The letter U will say its name U with the help of letter E. Cube. K U B. Cube. Say cube. Mute. M U T. Mute. Say the word Mute. Tube. T. U. B. Tube. Can you say tube? Cute. K. U. T. Cute. Cute. Say cute. Use. 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 Say after me. Use. Tune. T. U. N. Tune. It's so fun. Can you say the word? Tune. Fuse. F. U. Z. Fuse. Say after me. Fuse. Split Digraph word game. I'll show you CVC words one by one, and you have to guess what happens when we add MagicE at the end. Are you ready? Let's begin. Cap. Here comes E. What is the word now? Cape. That's correct. Tap. Here comes E again. What is the word now? Tape. That's correct. Mad. Here comes silent superhero. Now what is sound of this word? Made. That's correct. Can. Silent star E is here. Now what is the word? Cane. That's correct. Pet. The letter E is here. Now what is the word? Pete. That's great. Kit. The magician E appears. What word is this now? Kite. That's correct. Hop. Here comes E again. What is the word now? Hope. That's great. You did amazing job today. This was today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like our video, hit the like button, subscribe our YouTube channel, and share it with others. And don't forget to watch our next video. Till that time, bye bye my little friends.